All right, man. We right back at it like a crack addict. You dig? And we gonna get right into this game, man. Hopefully, we don't have none of the issues that we were dealing with just a minute ago. We done started fresh, and hopefully everything stays cool. You dig? Yeah, man. Give me just a second to make sure everything's straight. Hold up. Something is not looking right. Okay, y'all coming up in here though. Maybe it is cool. Hold on. Give me just a second. Give a pimp just a second, just making sure everything's straight. In the meantime, if you have not wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now. What I mean by that, hit that like button, please and thank you. Shit tripping, okay. God damn, the feezy. What in the feezy? Okay. Okay. All right. Man, I hope we good now, man. As always, once again, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with Pim, man. We're going to get straight to this game, though. Now, once again, Ice Spice. Things get spicy for Ice Spice while she trying to eat a spicy McChicken, man. Everything about Ice Spice is just spicy right now. You know, she in McDonald's in LA, Hollywood, a place where she ain't got no business putting hate in her body. She supposed to be putting love in her body. Ice Spice, you over there putting hate in your body. Cause anything in McDonald's is hate. Even the water, even the supposed to be love is really hate when it's coming from McDonald's. But anyway, man, she's sitting there, a fan come in there and approaches her and her friend, and things go left. Now when Ice Spice is in this McDonald's, it's just her and her friend. They by themselves, it's just them two, nobody else. Which is, not cool in the first place. But we're gonna get right into it, man. With no further ado. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Look like we ain't gonna have no interruptions like we did just a second ago. Here we go. Shit. Which obviously she's a fan. She should have been like, hey, Ice Spice, I'm a big fan of yours. I don't mean to bother you. I know you having a private moment with your friend, but I just wanted to, I'm such a big fan. I support your. It's doing this shit again, man. Okay, let me see something real quick. Hold on. Because this shit is really pissing me off. It's only one other thing that I can think of to do, and I'm going to do that right now. Give me just a second, man. If this don't work, then I'm gonna really be upset even more, man. Ended a perfectly, supposed to be good live to start another live and still having the same issue, man. But I'm trying something else. We're gonna see if this other thing, this alternative works. And hopefully it does, man. Doing the process of elimination, man, going through trying different things to see what the exact problem is. Hopefully it's not the app. I mean, it is the app, but hopefully it ain't just the app. Hopefully it's something in conjunction with the app. We about to find out. Come on, man. Fuck. God damn. It's always some shit. Give a pimp just a second. Getting my shit right.
This
Okay, we almost ready. All right. All right. Okay, now let's see if that was the problem, man. Let's try this again. Okay, now we're going to pick up where we left off with this weird young lady or young female walking up, trying to make the friend scoot over, ain't said hello to anybody, ain't greeted nobody in any type of way, just walked up and just tried to make the friend slide over like they just know this girl. These people don't know you. Approach correctly. Let's continue. This girl getting all in her face, man. And Ice Spice, you know, you from the hood, you from New York, you supposed to know what's going on. Like, when somebody get in your face like that, the first thing you supposed to do is stand up so that you'll have a fair chance if this person get to swinging on you. But not just stand up, but it's a way that you go about it. Now, if you involve some game when you stand up, you're going to say, hey, girl, let's not get off on the wrong foot. Let's take a picture. Let's do a video real quick. You know what I mean? Let's do a TikTok dance or something real quick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and keep it cool with the girl. But I understand Ice Spice's position because the girl just came, weird, and then now she being aggressive. So, everybody don't think that quickly in the moment. Then everybody ain't got game. If Ice Spice had game, she wouldn't even be at McDonald's in the first place because why are you at this place putting hate in your body and you by yourself with this white girl? If somebody run up on you like what just happened, things can go bad in so many ways. But let's continue.
Chiraq, where you from? Oh, you're from Chiraq? Yeah. So where you from?
Now they squabbling. You know what I mean? Now Ice Spice, she did move quick and she stood up. You know what I mean? Now, this just me. I don't condone violence. I don't. I'm not a legal advisor. I don't give people advice. Legally. I just give my opinion about things. But if this is me in the situation, I'm able to stand up on the seat like Ice Spice is doing. The girl's face is like right there, perfect within kicking range. She definitely would have caught a sneaker to the face. She would have caught some tennis shoes right here. You know what I mean? She would have had a Nike print or whatever kind of shoes Ice Spice got on. She would have had a print right here. You know what I mean? Her nickname after that would have been Nike Face, or, you know, whatever shoe Ice Spice got on, whatever print would have been left on her face, that would have been her nickname. Me in that position, the Ice Spice is in, and the girl, she just slipped on the drink that's on the ground. She done knocked their drink over. Now she done slipped on the drink that she knocked over. She would have caught a sneaker to the face if that's me. But let's continue. And she was supposed to be using her feet. You're standing up over this girl on the seat. Don't use your hands, use your feet. Would have been over with real quick. Kick to the face, she out of there. Down to the side. She's just trying to, hey, come on, what's going on? Everybody just calm down. And she got, you know, little Becky, bless her heart, little Becky just got pushed to the side. Becky just trying to keep the peace, you know what I mean? Becky ain't trying to be hostile with nobody. Becky ain't raised her fist or swung at nobody one time. Becky just trying to calm everybody down, you know what I mean? Becky should have pulled out a blunt or something and made it, you know. They in California, you know, I know y'all got some good weed on you. That's what you probably should have did, Becky. You should have just said, hey, come on, everybody, let's just smoke a blunt. Everybody relax. You know, no need to be hostile. You know, like, that's what Becky should have did. But let's continue. And for the sake of the story, you know, Pimp just renamed the bitch Becky, so she Becky right now. You know what I mean? She'll be Lucy later on. But right now, for this live, her name is Becky. You dig? That's what pimps do. We take bitches, we rename them, we turn their whole life around, we deprogram them, reprogram them, and send them on their way to handle their business for a pimp. You know what I mean? That's what we do, man. So right now, her name is not Lucy, her name is Becky. You know what I mean?
Nigga, are you okay? Are you with them?
The Ice Spice is worried about the wrong shit. Like I said before, she's asking dude if you know he told them that she was there. You worried about who told who that you was there, but you shouldn't have been there in the first place. You at this place putting, you know, hating your body, spicy McChickens and all this shit, small fries and everything. You know, you ain't got no business at this place. And then if you was going to be there, you're supposed to have a man with you, preferably a man that's a pimp like Freeze, you know what I mean? That's going to be able to apply some game to everything, keep everybody safe, you know what I mean? And, you know, you don't put yourself in a compromising situation like she did. And fortunately, it looks like my process of elimination worked. So what the problem was, the reason why the stream kept getting interrupted, which I wish I'd have figured that out the first time, but I was streaming with Safari. I was watching this on Safari, and Safari was on some bullshit. Now I'm on Google Chrome. Google Chrome is smooth. You know what I mean? See, Team Android, man. You know, these Apple and iPhone products and Apple products and all that shit, you know what I mean? Always tripping. But these handy dandy Androids, you know what I mean? Always smooth around here. You dig? But let's continue.
Are you good? Yeah, sure. Fuck y'all. That's why. Fuck you and that bitch. Alright.
And see, not only are you a famous celebrity rapper, Ice Spice, the famous celebrity rapper, Ice Spice, you at this ratchet ass McDonald's with this lily white woman, no man, no security, no protection, no nothing. You know, no thump, no thing, you know what I mean? Nothing. Not only are you there like that, but you telling this grown-ass man F you and F her too, the girl that just took off on her. You're in a city that you're not from. You're in a city that these people live in where they know people and they probably easily call somebody up there, be on some bullshit if they want to. You know, you just...
Sorry, I don't understand.
I wasn't talking to your ass. That's why you don't understand. Stupid ass computer and shit listening to a pimp conversation. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Kicking game right now. But yeah, you know, she talking to this man crazy in a place that she's not from, where they're from. That's dangerous. As I said earlier, man, when I saw this video, it instantly reminded me of King Von. You know, out there in the streets fighting with somebody in a city that he's not from fighting a person that's from that area, you know, and got all his friends there, and there's a bunch of niggas around, and they in the street fighting and shit. Next thing you know, King Von done lost his life. He acting like he wasn't King Von. Like, dude, you gotta keep in mind who you are. You know, you gotta, you know, these type of people, it's like they don't have any value for life or like value for who they are. Like, where's your sense of your self-esteem at? You know what I mean? This is why, you know, a lot of females, man, is just in their best interest if they, you know, mess with somebody that got some game like Freeze, man, because, you know, Freeze gonna have your self-esteem on point. You're gonna value yourself, and you ain't gonna put yourself in these type of situations. But let's continue.
Why is that this fucking? Why would I relax and keep touching? She's drunk.
And then dude killed me when he talking about some I fight girls. Like, why you fight girls? Like, what type of grown ass man fight girls? Like, I fight girls. And he said it like it was hard, like, oh shit. Man, everybody watch out, man. He fight girls, man. Watch out. He a bad man. He fight girls, man. Why you say you fight girls, man? That shit is that's crazy.
Yo, what the f***? That really was Ice Spice. That's really Ice Spice. What the f***? You end that. Alright. What the f*** happened? Why is that touching me? No, she's drunk, but just relax. Why would I relax if she's touching me? She's drunk. Where is she? Where is she? No.
See, dude, you know, at first he was trying to be smooth and mediate the situation, but you talking about you fight girls, you can't control the broad that's with you, man. You just ain't got no control over these women, and you fight girls, man. You might as well be one of the girls, man. You might as well put a skirt on and some high heels, man. You in Hollywood already, man. You know what I mean? You probably on the track where pimps and hoes get famous at, man. If you want to fight girls, man, you know, it's some girls on the track that you could fight, you know what I mean? But you really could fight a Trix Wallet around there, you know what I mean? Santa Monica Boulevard got a place for guys like you, man. But, yeah, man, let's continue.
Yo, we go. How would I let it go? What the f***? Chavez is Ice Spice.
And then he pulling up his pants like I don't know, where did that come from? Like, why dudes be doing that? They always messing with their pants like that's gonna scare somebody or something. I never understood that, man. You know, I love where I'm from, man, but like, I think that originated in California, man. I don't know why niggas just like want to start messing with their pants when they get ready to fight. Like, I don't understand that, man, but that shit crazy. Let's continue.
Next we'll be on the same.
You gonna expect a
No. Wait, calm down, calm down. Mama.
Let me fight her.
Look at him. Look. I caught him at the right time. Look at this fool, man. I'll beat your mother effing ass. Like, dude, what's wrong with you, man? Like, go sit down somewhere, man. Go talk to somebody, man. You need some counseling or something, man. Talking about you fight girls, then you telling Ice Spice, I'll whoop your mother effing ass. This is somebody who has lawyer money. You have no lawyer money. You probably rode shotgun with that girl that was fighting Ice Spice. You know what I mean? It's probably her car. You know what I mean? It's probably 80 y'all in that motherfucker, man. Like, come on, man. Like, you ain't got no business telling somebody like Ice Spice, you know, that you'll beat her mother effing ass. Like, that's a threat. She can sue you for that. She could sue you for them stupid ass pants that you keep pulling on. Like, get it together, man.
Wait. Calm down, calm down.
I like how Ice Spice popped it on him, though. Even though she ain't got no business in the situation, he like, oh, my mama. She like, okay, well, on your mama, let me fight her. She put it on his mama too. Okay, since we putting it on your mama, let me fight her.
Are you a bitch?
Calm down.
You want to fight a bitch? Why would you fight me, bitch? We get off on anything. You 120.
Oh no, man. God damn, man. It's like left and right. Every time I look on the internet, man, it's people making LA look bad, man. Like, I hope this dude ain't from it. I hope he from somewhere else, man. The girl said she was from Chicago. No disrespect to Chicago, man, but I just don't like people making my area look bad, man. Like, we get off on anything. I don't even know what to say, man. And you know, Freeze don't never be at a loss for words, but like, god damn, you get off on anything? You get off on babies too? Like, you get off on infants and toddlers and shit? You said you get off on anything. You know what I mean? You get off on bunnies and dogs and cats and everything. Like, you get off on anything. Like, why do you get off on anything, sir? What's wrong with you? Sir, like, you're not supposed to get off on anything. And you saying you get off on anything, but one thing I know you don't get off on is the police. And that's your biggest enemy. You know what I mean? When the police come up on you, you're not getting off on them. So knock it off with this I get off on anything shit. You telling a female, a famous rich female by the name of Ice Spice, you get off on anything. Come on, man.
Let's get at it then. Let's get at it then.
Calm down.
See, this is how people get unalived. Ice Spice, what are you you telling this grown ass man? Let's get at it then. Like, what is wrong with you? Everybody in this situation just ain't got no game. Like, man, that's why I said it years ago, man. You know, people really need a pimp advisor, you know, in their life, man. People like Ice Spice that just, you know, end up in reckless situations like this. You need a pimp advisor. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, Snoop had the Archbishop Magic Don Juan as his spiritual advisor, man. Hey, man, somebody let Ice Spice know. If she need Freeze to be her advisor, I will gladly do that. You know what I mean? For a nominal fee, of course, you dig. But my services are very valuable. I will make sure that she don't never end up in a situation like this again. And I'll make sure that she don't put no hate in her body. Ain't going to be no chicken McNuggets. Ain't going to be no spicy McChickens. You know what I mean? Ain't going to be no quarter pounders, no cheese, no none of that. You know what I mean? We just going to be putting love in our body and we going to be moving wisely, man. Somebody get at her, man. You know, anybody that's watching this might see this, man. Let Ice Spice know, man. Freeze will be your spiritual advisor, your game-oriented advisor. You dig?
Calm down.
Y'all think cause I'm famous?
Oh, what happened?
You from what?
That's on
You.
That's on P.
Where you from?
What happened? I don't
What
understand
the
what
you
happened.
mean what happened?
I wasn't gonna get off in her
You
shit.
wasn't there? Where she at? Where she at? And why the you wanna record? It's funny.
They want to record, bitch, because you're Ice Spice and you making a fool of yourself right now. And they want to be the ones to get the credit for putting it out there. Now she in the street. Look at this shit. You're Ice Spice. You're in the streets in Hollywood, California. And that looks like, I know where that FedEx is, man. That FedEx office. I think that's on Sunset or Santa Monica. Damn, I know where that FedEx is, man. I know where that FedEx is. I can't put my finger on it right now. But I know I probably even been inside that FedEx office before. But you are Ice Spice and you're in the streets with people you don't know that have a problem with you. If their vehicle is right there. How easy is it for somebody to go to the car, grab that thing, and end your life? Boy, emotions, man. You know, and I can't fault her too much because she's a woman and that's just how women are naturally wired. They get emotionally overwhelmed and they move in unwise fashions often. But you are Ice Spice. And then really I'm looking at her management. Whoever her manager is, man, you tripping. Whoever her manager is, fire that nigga. Because if I'm Ice Spice's manager, if she's my artist, she'll never be in a situation like this. whoever that manager is, fire him or her, whoever it is, because they not on their job. You know, when you got somebody like Ice Spice in your life, man, you are supposed to protect. She's the bag. You got to protect the bag at all costs. But let's continue and watch this goofy ass shit unfold. Now you see this dumbass nigga. He done put his hands on Ice Spice numerous times. Now it looked like he punched her, slapped her, or did something to her. Let's go back and watch that real quick. Oh, let's go back a little bit further. This dumbass dude then put his hands on Ice Spice. Again, somebody who definitely has lawyer money, and you have no money. Because if you had money, you'll be wearing some pants that you wouldn't have to be pulling on every 2 seconds. But let's go.
Hey, don't jump her. Hey, don't push him though. Don't push him though. Don't push him because he can't hit you the back. Don't push him. Calm down. All right, but calm down.
Becky, you know, letting it be known, dude done pushed her. So, you know, I'm pretty sure Ice Spice gonna have them pants. She want them pants, partner. You gonna have to come up off them pants, man. She want them and everything else that you got to give. And everything that you don't have to give. She wants all of that, partner. She want them pants. That ponytail that old girl got that's going down her back. She want that ponytail. She want them cheap fake ass earrings that she had on. You know what I mean? If she has some nails, if she had a full set, Ice Spice want that full set. You know what I mean? Whatever Hyundai or Nissan or whatever y'all was riding in, she want that. She want everything that y'all got, man. All because this weird ass girl approached her completely wrong and then swung on her, you know, initiated a conflict. Then, you know, Ice Spice goes, takes her dumb ass out to the street. The girl puts Ice Spice on her pockets. And, you know, fortunately, it didn't turn out worse because, like I said, man, when I seen this video, I instantly thought about King Von. Rest in peace of King Von, man. I instantly thought about that. And I'm so glad that we're not talking about Ice Spice getting unalived by some dusty people in Los Angeles, man. I'm so glad that that's not the headline. I'm so glad that Ice Spice is somewhere safe wherever she's at. Hopefully she learned from this experience and she doesn't put herself in this type of situation again. You know, it's just so much game involved, man. It's so much to learn from this shit. Hold on. See real quick. Man, it's 93 of y'all up in here. You mean to tell me only 53 people wipe their feet off at the door? Come on, man. The math ain't mathing, man. I need the math to math, man. Y'all go ahead and wipe your feet off at the door coming up into a pimp's domain. Hit that like button, man. Okay, now I wanted to go over this part. So yeah, we're gonna go back and compare this girl's story versus what we see on this video. I ain't gonna put no thoughts in your head. We just gonna listen to this girl's story and we're gonna compare it to the video that we just saw. We're gonna watch the video again. Forgive me because my Google Chrome is moving kind of slow. As you saw when we was watching that video, it's kind of glitching a little bit. If it ain't one thing, it's another, but at least the stream ain't getting interrupted like it was. But this is the girl that Ice Spice fought. She spoke with TMZ and she gave TMZ her story, her version of the events. Now, this is the problem with people, man. People be moving like it's 1985 still. People be moving like it's just not cameras everywhere. high-tech cameras with microphones now that got audio. See, back in the days, surveillance cameras might have had the visual but not the audio. Now surveillance cameras are much more advanced. They have high quality video, even though that video wasn't that high quality. They got audio, and then your friend is recording this shit all at the same time. So we saw what took place. But listen to her story.
And then immediately, Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye." And I'm like, "Why are you being rude?" Pretty much. And she was basically saying, like, "You could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table."
Hey, man, I've been dealing with women for a long time, man. And if you from this game like I'm from this game, you already sense a certain spirit with this chick, man. You sense that out of pocket, just goofball bitch spirit. You know what I mean? It's so many times that a pimp done dealt with a broad like this, and she'll tell a pimp a story like this, and pimp would just be looking at her like, bitch, I know you're lying. You like, I know you lying. You don't even believe the shit that you saying. So you think I'm gonna believe the shit you saying? Like, pimping done dealt with so many. I guarantee you, this broad done dealt with a pimp before and done lied to the pimpin' about the dumbest shit in the world, man. She probably did some shit in the house, and pimpin' got cameras in the house, and the bitch probably done stole her wifey's weed or some shit, and she telling pimpin' like, "Daddy, I done steal her weed. Actually, if you really want to know, she stole my weed." And pimpin' got the bitch on camera the whole time, stealing the bitch weed. Like, bitch, what is you talking about? I know you lying, right? That's what this just reminded me of, man. She just reminded me of so many punk ass bitches that I done encountered, man, that lied to the pimpin' about the dumbest shit. But let's continue.
Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, "You don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a comp. You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, 'Oh, I'm not in the mood,' or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me." So she kept going on. Then she calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her, and then so I got escorted out the McDonald's. And then so after they escorted me, I'm like by my car, and I hear Ice Spice in the middle of the street talking about some, "Where is that bitch at? I want to fight her. Woo woo woo." So I come back down the street, and then that's when me and her fought again. And then she just kept talking a whole lot of mess. That's just like the brief of the story, honestly. And then as I'm
The thing that she said that pissed me off the most was that right there when she said, honestly. Listen to what she said.
of the story, honestly.
Bitch, you don't have no business saying honestly. The word honestly shouldn't even be in your vocabulary because you and honestly are complete strangers from one another. You know what I mean? Like if honesty or if honestly is from Japan, bitch, you from motherfucking Nigeria. Like y'all from two totally different worlds. Like you and honestly don't know nothing. Like who even told you that word? Where'd you learn that? Because you don't have nothing to do with honestly, bitch. Like you ain't got no business saying the word honestly.
And then as I'm outside the McDonald's as well, she picks up one of my homie's phone. She picks it up and she throws his phone and broke his screen. So
that's a split.
I don't know who this Tom Selleck Magnum PI looking dude is, but y'all heard her story, right? Now let's watch the video again. Now she says she walked up and, you know, was giving Ice Spice and the girl compliment. That's what she said what she was doing when she walked up. She said she walked up giving Ice Spice and her friend compliments. This is what she said. Now let's go back and review and see if that's what she actually said. Or if that's her initial approach, how she came up to them. Let's watch. Damn. This shit is tripping. Come on, YouTube. Okay, here we go. This is her approach. She says she walked up giving compliments. Let's see if that's what she did. Like really glitching and tripping. It don't look like she walked up giving compliments. She ran up and was talking about, "Are you ready?" The white girl say, "Ready for what?" "To shake ass." And you know, ready to shake ass. So Ice Spice say, "Well, go shake ass then." Like, go shake your ass outside the McDonald's. So she did say that. Then she said Ice Spice was immediately rude. Now I can see how she could interpret Ice Spice's response as rude, but you were rude to begin with. You initiated the rudeness by walking up and not greeting anybody, one, and then two, you interrupting their moment, and then three, you just tried to sit down, didn't say nothing to the girl, just expect her to slide over and let you sit down with them, and they don't know you from a can of paint. So that's not what happened. Then she said Ice Spice started yelling at her and called her a bitch. Let's see if that actually happens.
So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? No, I'm from Chiraq. Where you from? Oh, you're from Chiraq. Yeah. So where you from? So where you from? I'm from McDonald's.
Ice Spice stupid as hell talking about I'm from McDonald's. So she said that Ice Spice said that she was from New York. Ice Spice just said that she's from McDonald's. The girl said that she told her, you in my city, you in LA. The girl just said on the video that she was from Chiraq. You know what I mean? Like I said, pimping just deal with this type of shit all the time, man. Bitches just be lying about the dumbest shit. Like, why are you lying about this? Like, what's wrong with you? Then what else? She said Ice Spice called her a bitch, and then she swung on her. Let's see if Ice Spice calls her a bitch before she get to swinging, which is about to happen real quick. Pay attention. I didn't hear Ice Spice call her a bitch. She just got off. Now Ice Spice gets to stand up because the girl backs up. When she backed up, like I said, Ice Spice was supposed to give her a tennis shoe to the face. That's what was supposed to happen. Watch this. See, right there. She's swinging hands. The girl head is right here, and you're standing up on a chair, on a seat. You was supposed to give that girl a field goal kick to the face. It was perfect. She would have been out of there. Everything over with. The girl probably would have, tried to press charges or something like that, but she would have lost because you was just defending yourself. This girl took off on you first. You supposed to get, man, you supposed to get that girl a soccer kick to the face. You're supposed to treat her face like a soccer ball. You're supposed to play soccer with her head, man. But let's continue. She done pushed poor little Becky down. Every time I see that part, I just say, poor little Becky. Becky just got pushed down. She's just like, hey guys, everybody calm down. You know how white girls are. They just want to keep the peace and things like that, man. Sweet little Becky didn't deserve that. She didn't have to push Becky down. Ice Spice didn't deserve that neither, man. But Ice Spice, at least with the shenanigans, though. You know what I mean? But let's continue. The fat old lazy ass security guard, he like, hey man, just do that shit outside, man. He not even thinking about the fact that this is Ice Spice, and now they not only are they suing or trying to pursue this girl and this guy and everybody in their party probably for being involved in this shit, they going after McDonald's too. They're saying McDonald's didn't have the proper security, but it's not on McDonald's to be secure. It's on Ice Spice to be secure. So her manager, like I said, whoever her manager is, man, he need to be fired. Fire the manager. But yeah, they going after McDonald's too. McDonald's is getting sued or whatever for allegedly not having proper security. But you see the security guard he like, hey man, Ice Spice, Nice Spice, Rice Spice, hey, take that shit outside. I don't care who you is, spice your ass outside. You know what I mean? Take your spicy McChicken and get spicy outside this restaurant. You know what I mean? And then, not only does this remind me of the King Von situation, but the way the girl ran up on her, see, it could have been a dude, just like it reminds me of the PNB Rock situation. PNB Rock, he from the East Coast, he living in LA, and he just moving like he's not PNB Rock. And then he got all this jewelry on. You in South Central on the East Side of all places. You know what I mean? You you on Manchester and Maine. You ain't got no business over there. And, sitting down with just a girl, and next thing you know, you get unalived. This could have been that same kind of situation. Instead of it being a girl coming up on some weird fan shit, it could have been somebody that came in there with that thing and give it up. And then if Ice Spice wasn't trying to give it up, she probably could have lost her life too. It's just so many ways that this shit can go wrong, man. People don't understand. LA is a wild place. LA can get very, very tricky, very, very fast. And before you know it, by the time it's too late, it's over with before you realize anything would happen. You know what I mean? She ain't got no business over here, man. Like I said, fortunately, she didn't, get hurt too bad. She got put on her pockets, probably embarrassed a little bit, hurt her pride. But fortunately, she didn't get unalived. She didn't get, injured to where she got to, endure surgery or, career-ending shit or nothing like that. Fortunately, none of that type of shit happened. Let's continue watching and comparing the video to the lies that this girl told. Her side of the story. All this shit wasn't on video.
Nigga, are you okay? Are you with them?
Nah, I'm not with them. I'm with my friend right here. They just came in right now.
But you're the one got into them that I'm here, right?
Nah, I didn't know. I didn't know he was here. You gotta play it that way. I didn't know he was here.
Nah, why she just touch one?
Are you good?
Got my phone?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck y'all. That's why. Fuck you and that bitch.
Man, again, man, she just talking to this guy she just ain't got no damn sense. But let's fast forward to the street. Because the girl, she was right about that. Hold on, I got to hear my part again, though. I fight girls. We get off on everything. This dude crazy as hell, man. Who raised this guy? Who raised him, man? That's what I want to know. Who raised this guy talking about I fight girls too and we get off on everything? Who raised this young man?
That's really Ice Spice. You and that. She's drunk. Where is she? Where is she?
And you're Ice Spice and you trying to fight this nobody, nothing ass bitch talking about where is she? What's wrong with you? Like I said, whoever her manager is, man, he needs to be fired. I'm not even joking. That's serious, man, because she could have got hurt. She could have got unalived. She don't have no business in this situation, in this environment, man. And then now the girl done already left and went to her car. She comes outside trying to find this girl to fight her. I understand you mad because she put her hands on you and shit like that, but you're Ice Spice. You have lawyer money. Find out who the girl is and sue her ass, and then that's the end of it. You know what I mean? Sue her for that ponytail she got in her head and everything else. Her car, just break her. Take her to court and break her ass. You want to chase her down and fight her and all this shit. But like I said, I can't look at Ice Spice too crazy because she a female and I can't expect too much from her. But I'm really looking at whoever her manager is and saying, hey, man, he need to be fired. But let's continue.
Yo, we
he got like he got this weird afro looking thing going on. I don't know what's up with the hair. He putting on his pants talking about I fight girls. Then he's gonna threaten Ice Spice. Oh man, this is gonna this is gonna be a slam dunk for whoever her lawyer is, man. Whoever Ice Spice's lawyer is, this situation is a slam dunk. They gonna win. He done threatened the girl. Then he put his hands on her. He pushed her. He pulled on her. He did all type of shit he ain't got no business doing as a broke ass nigga fighting Ice Spice. If you had any type of sense about yourself, man, you should have been trying to put your bid in like a pimp would have, man. You know what I mean? I would have been trying to put my bid in with Ice Spice, like, come on, girl. You know what I mean? She was just tripping. You know what I mean? I would even had to go to the bitch and be like, hey, man, listen, this is what we gonna do, man. We gonna go over here and, you know, you gonna act like you trying to fight Ice Spice, but you gonna let her, you know, let her get a good lick or two in on you, man. Make her feel like she did something to you, and then we gonna play it smooth, and then, you know, everything gonna work out from there. You know, I'm gonna handle the rest. That's what I would have did. You know what I mean? As the pimping. You know what I mean? Like, cause Ice Spice, you know, you want to get in good with her, man. She got shit going on, man. It's better to make her a friend than an enemy. You know, especially when you ain't got shit going on. But these people, obviously, zero game. But let's continue.
Next week, I'm saying
Ice Spice talking about you 120 pounds. Like, nigga, my ass weigh more than you. Because I don't know if y'all paid attention to them, what's up under them sweats, though. You know what I mean? But Ice Spice probably do got just about 120 pounds worth of ass up under them sweats. You know what I mean? Turn to your neighbor and say, the ass is right. Bob Barker say the price is right. Pimpin' say the ass is right. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ice Spice, she got about 120 pounds of ass up under them sweats. But yeah, man, this dude, then she said he weighed about 120 pounds. He talking about he get off on everything, but you don't get off on the police, man. So scratch the everything part. Just say you get off on girls. You get off on women, which is strange. But let's continue.
let's get out of there! Let's get out of there! Calm down.
That girl is just like a Draco or something. That's all you got with you is this white girl. You don't have no weapon. You don't have no man. You don't have any security with you. All you got with you is this is Lil Becky. And Lil Becky, she probably gonna try, bless her heart. But, Lil Becky ain't no solid form of protection for you. You know what I mean? You tell all these people in the street, F you, and all this type of stuff. You gotta have a little more class about yourself. You gotta act like a lady. I know these people done, perpetrated you. You was minding your business. They came inside the McDonald's harassing you, fighting you, and all that. I understand all that, but you're Ice Spice. There's a way that you go about things. You don't handle things like a ratchet chick from the ghetto. You handle things like a celebrity who got money and lawyers. That's the way you're supposed to handle this situation. Like, okay, oh, you want to put your hands on me, huh? I'm going to sue your ass for everything. I want everything you own. I want everything your mama own. I want everything your grandma own. Your grandma's house. I want all of that. That's how I'm going to do. If I'm a celebrity and a broke motherfucker put their hands on me and I got, celebrity lawyer money and all that type of shit, I want everything you own. And plus shit that you don't own. I want your paycheck every week. I want everything. I'm breaking you for everything. You know what I mean? But that's why I said her manager need to be fired.
Think because the famous?
Oh, what happened?
And see, stuff like that. You think because a bitch famous? Like, why are you trying to prove yourself to these people? You will never, you're going to see them in court now, but under normal circumstances, you would never see these people again. Why are you trying to prove yourself? Like, prove that you're tough. Yes, you are famous, and you're not supposed to be a tough guy. You're supposed to be a lady. You a sex symbol. All the guys want to get in your pants. The guys is gonna listen to your music and come to your concerts because they find you attractive. the women are going to listen to your music and come to your concerts because they admire you and they want to be like you. Your job is to, you know, influence people in those ways. Your job is not to be tough. You're not supposed to be a gangster. You know, that's not your position. So all this, you think because a bitch famous, why are you concerned about what these people think as far as like if you soft or not? Like, I know you come from New York. Y'all be telling people to S my D and all that type of shit. You know, I know the New York chicks got that shit bad. But again, I'm looking at her manager, man, whoever her manager is, man. We've been doing good. Now this shit want to get to tripping again. Damn. Okay. Okay, yeah, now we cool. Man. Excuse me. But yeah, man, that's the whole Ice Spice situation. So again, she was not supposed to be there in the first place. You know, you're Ice Spice. You know, I'm just so anti-McDonald's, man. I don't you know, I'm not a fan of McDonald's at all. You know, I'm a broke ass pimp and I don't even eat McDonald's. So if you're a rich rapper, you really have no business eating McDonald's. Like, for real. You know, I know a lot of us was raised on that shit as kids. You know, you eat Happy Meals and all that type of shit. You go play in a little fun house that they got over there with the little slides and all the shit, the balls that you play in and shit. But, hey, when you grow up, man, really as a kid, like my kids never ate McDonald's under my watch. You know, their mama let them eat that type of shit. But whenever I had anything to do with it, there was never no, my kids know it ain't no McDonald's. But you're Ice Spice, you have no business at McDonald's. And then, if you want McDonald's that bad, you know, take some security with you or DoorDash or Uber Eats that shit. You don't have no business sitting at a McDonald's late at night in LA and you don't have security, you don't have protection with you. All you got is little Becky with you. You know, it's just a compromising situation. And in LA is a big city and it can get wild and tricky and things get, you know, crazy real fast. And before you know it, something bad will be done happen to you and it'll be too late. There's nothing you could do about it. So again, her manager, you know, if he don't get fired, he really needs to tighten up. Her manager needs to tighten up because if this is my artist, you're not going to a McDonald's in the middle of the night by yourself with no security or without me. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? I know some artists be like hard-headed and shit like that, but me, I'm not letting you do that. I'm taking your car keys or you ain't gonna be able to Uber there. None of that shit. Like, we not doing that. You know, and then it's you in Hollywood. It's so many cool places. You could have went to Bossa Nova. Like, it's Hollywood. It's so many better places to eat than McDonald's. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, god damn, I know you from the ghetto and shit, but like, you ain't gotta like still be living like you from the ghetto when you got money. Like, it's Hollywood. It's so many fly ass safe places to go. It's so many places that you could have went to got like big ass Samoan security guards in front of the door and shit like that. Like, it's just like, why are you not where the celebrities hang out? You're in Hollywood. This is Hollywood. This ain't just anywhere. This is Hollywood. Why are you not eating where the celebrities eat at? Because celebrities have places in Hollywood that they go where, you know, they're not going to run into the type of people that's going to bother them. You know, they're not going to run into these type of people. These type of people aren't even going to the places where the celebrities eat in Hollywood because they can't afford to eat there. That's why they go to McDonald's, because they broke. You're not broke. Why are you eating at McDonald's? bad enough that like even if it was expensive, it's McDonald's. It's trash. You're putting garbage in your body. You're treating your body like a trash can. You've been in the gym. You've been working out. And I know people like to have their cheat days and shit like that. I don't know if this is a cheat day or if this is something she do all the time. But there's other, higher quality food that you can cheat with than McDonald's. McDonald's is trash. Anything that you can sit on the counter and leave, and leave that shit there for a week, it ain't gonna have no mold on it. It ain't gonna start stinking. You don't need to be putting that shit in your body. McDonald's is straight garbage. Don't nobody even know what that shit is. It's not beef. It's not bread. All that shit is GMOs. There's nothing organic in that restaurant at all. The water ain't even cool. They sell Dasani water. That shit is trash. Like, nothing in McDonald's is good for you. Nothing. Not the French fries, not the burgers, not the salad. None of that shit is cool. Go next time, go somewhere, tap in with the celebrities and say, hey, where's somewhere cool that I can go eat at around here? You know what I mean? But you've been famous for a little while, so by now you should know where the fly places in Hollywood is to eat. But if you don't know, it's a whole bunch of celebrities that you can tap in with and say, hey, or just people, period, that know where that type of shit is. Where's somewhere cool that I go eat? You know what I mean? Supposed to be in Bel Air or something, you know what I mean? Beverly Hills, Westwood. You're supposed to be over there somewhere. You know what I mean? Where if somebody do approach you, it's going to be a white person or a Jewish person or an Asian person or something like that. And if it is a black person, it's going to be a black person that got some class. Not none of these ratchet ass people like that, man. You're not supposed to be over there. But, the moral of the story is take the game with you. Wherever you at, take the game with you. The game was obviously left on the maybe at the airport in the seat. She left the game there or something. Maybe she left the game in the Uber or something. I don't know. But she didn't take the game with her on this one. She was supposed to take the game with her. Her manager definitely didn't take the game with him. And he didn't, keep the game amongst all of them. There was no game nowhere involved in this. And, I just don't want to see nothing bad happen to her. I'm not, that music ain't really, my thing. I don't really listen to like that type of music. But, I do know that Ice Spice is talented though. I believe she's talented and I believe she makes good music. It's just not my type of music. I'm a grown ass man and a pimp at that. What the hell my big ass look like listening to Ice Spice? You know what I mean? Like, no. To each their own. I ain't mad at no guys that do listen to Ice Spice, but that just ain't my type of music. So I ain't gonna be bumping Ice Spice. But I wish her the best, and I don't want nothing bad to happen to her, especially in my city, man. We already got a bad rap with, like I said, the PNB Rock situation, man, Nipsey Hussle situation, man. It's just, I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. Not just in LA, but anywhere. I don't want anything bad to happen to Ice Spice. And, by her doing that so comfortably at this point in her career, it lets me know that she probably does that shit all the time. She probably be traveling to cities all over the world, just going by herself to places like this with no security. And this is just the first time that we know of where it went bad. But she probably do that shit all the time because she's just too comfortable. But hopefully now that this has happened, hopefully she tightens up. Even if her management don't tighten up, she needs to tighten up because at the end of the day, she's a grown woman. And she's responsible for herself, and she needs to tighten up. She don't have no business in them type of environments, compromising situations like that, where anybody could just approach her on some bullshit. She just ain't got no business in them type of situations. So that's that. Let me hold on, man, because the app is tripping. Okay. Shout out to Supers one time. Tyler, even though you gave the super on the last stream that I ended, but I didn't shout you out. But Tyler, if you still here, man, appreciate you. I think it was the $2 holler. Good looking, Tyler. Healthy one is the wealthy one. Good looking with the $2 holler. Long Beach with the strong speech. Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, man. Brother Bill, good looking with the $2 holler. Glory to God for this game. Long live Philip Brandon Gilmore. Oysters 3 to 4 times weekly. That's what's up, man. I got to find somewhere around here where I'm at right now, which is Armenia, Colombia. I'm in a town called Armenia, like the country, which is named after the country. And I need to find somewhere around here that got some oysters, man, because I ain't had no oysters in a minute. But good looking, Brother Bill. Game is infinite. Good looking with the 20 nigga. Long live Sinful, the mother F and P. Get Freeze's likes up immediately, expeditiously. Don't fuck around with it. Do it expeditiously. Good looking. E-books. What's up with it, man? Good looking with the $5 holler. What Cube say? Bees gotta eat too. Bitch, hoes gotta eat too. Now he said hoes gotta eat too, even though they wasn't hoes, but then she was like, who you calling hoes? He's like, oh, my bad, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, bitch. Cube was a fool for that. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. Oh, some others came in just now too. I don't know why they came. It looked like they came in late. Oh no, they just came right now at the same time. Sharif, my man, good looking with the $5 holler. I heard that new bitch Archburger is hitting those salute P. The big Archburger, huh? Shit, I don't know, man. If it's from McDonald's, man, I don't think it's worth a damn. McDonald's don't do nothing good for you. But good looking. E-books, good looking again with the $5 holler. Simple would say McDonald's was a magnet for ratchet fights to too lazy to cook. Yeah. Yeah, you know, see, like McDonald's is like poor people food. Now, you know, Ice Spice ain't the only one. You know, it's a lot of celebrities and rich people that like McDonald's. But it's really poor people's food, though, if you really think about it. Because, see, rich people food is going to have better quality so that it's easier on the body, right? So, because, you know, rich people can sue and all that type of shit, and, you know, and then rich people, you know, they just, you know, people are going to cater to them a certain type of way because they got money. So they're going to give them better quality shit so they can spend more money on this better quality shit and keep coming back, and they're going to have better quality service, better quality products, all of that, right? Poor people food, let me tell you what McDonald's was meant to do. McDonald's is meant to take your life. McDonald's is meant to give you hypertension. McDonald's is meant to give you diabetes. You know, they put stuff in it that make you want to eat more and more of it. So you're going to overeat 9 times out of 10 when you go to McDonald's. You're going to eat too much of that bullshit. And then if you eat it multiple times throughout the day, it's going to lead to you having diabetes at some point or another. It might be 10 years from now, might be 15, 20 years from now. But if you continue eating that poor people's food, it's going to tear you up in the long run. You know, so, yeah, if you're a rich person, I mean, really, even if you're a broke person, like myself, you know what I mean? I've been broke all my life. I ain't had no McDonald's. The last time I had McDonald's is because I didn't have a choice. I was being extradited across the country, and that's the only thing they would feed us. But really, now that I know what I know now, I did have a choice. I should have chose not to eat. I should have went on a 7-day fast because it took them 7 days to extradite me from San Bernardino to Grundy County, Tennessee. San Bernardino, California to Grundy County, Tennessee. It took them 7 days to take me there. That should have been my 7-day fast. I should have not eaten that nasty ass spicy McChickens, but at the time I didn't know no better. I thought I would have starved if I went that long without eating. But that's the last time I ate McDonald's. That was 2014, so that was 12 years ago, man. Last time I had some McDonald's. And man, boy. But as far as by choice, the last time I chose to eat some McDonald's, man, whew, that got to be like, maybe 07, 08. I haven't chosen to eat McDonald's in 15 years easy. Well over, I want to say well over 15, but 15 years easy. I can easily say I haven't chosen to eat McDonald's in 15 years. But and I'm a broke ass pimp. But a rich ass rapper like Ice Spice, you ain't got no business eating no McDonald's. And then if that's just what you just insist on doing, you know, there's better, even within Hollywood, there's better areas where you can go to McDonald's. You know, go like, see, this is why you need, like, when you go to different cities, you need somebody there who's familiar with the area, because there's better places that you can go eat McDonald's. Like, I don't know exactly where one is, but if you go up in the Los Feliz area, she could have went up to like Los Feliz and found a McDonald's up that way. Like, Los Feliz is cool, it's laid back, it's right there by Hollywood. She could have went over there. She could have went to Beverly Hills. You know, it would have been better off over there. Like, you don't have no business going to a McDonald's in Hollywood by yourself at that, with just you and a female friend of yours. Like, you ain't got no business doing that. You know. He said, jail chow or McDonald's, I'd rather cook. Yeah, me, 9 times out of 10, I'm a cook. I'm cooking my food, but that chow hall food, boy, man, the worst. I had to say that for sure, man. The worst food that I ever had. The worst food I ever had, man. I'll never forget that, when I got shot and I was in USC Medical Center, man. That food at USC Medical Center, I don't know about now, but back then, 2001, straight garbage. Man, they was giving us straight garbage. I'll never forget, man, my dad and my brother bought me some McDonald's, and I'm young at the time. I'm 19 years old, man, so I was still eating McDonald's at that time. I never been so happy to have McDonald's in my life, man. I was sitting there eating that hospital food, and my brother and my dad bought me some McDonald's. My brother Edwin and my pops, man, they brought me that McDonald's, man. I tore that shit up. I had never been so happy to see some McDonald's in my life, man. Then when I got older and learned about McDonald's, man, and learned about how garbage that shit is, I stopped eating it. But yeah, 19, boy, I was loving it, as Pusha T would say. But man, shit, that USC Medical Center food, that shit is worse than LA County jail food, or at least back then it was. I ain't been to LA County in a long time. But see, Sepulveda Prince, see, juke balls, I don't think they was giving juke balls by the time I started going to county. I used to hear about juke balls all the time. But now, you know what? When I first started going to the county in the early 2000s, I think they was still giving juke balls, but I never been to the hole. And I know they feed them to you in the hole. But I never, yeah, man, them juke balls, boy, I used to hear stories about them, man. That's the nastiest shit in the world. God damn. Whew, I'm so glad I never had to have a juke ball. Man, but hold on. Eat Books, good looking with the $2 holla. Jail Chow or McDonald's if you had to choose. Well, if I had to choose without going, if I had to choose jail chow hall food without actually having to go to jail, I would probably choose that over the hospital food or the McDonald's. Even the McDonald's, I probably would choose the jail food over McDonald's if I had to choose between the two, but I don't have to go to jail for the jail food. I'm gonna choose that over McDonald's for sure. Hate to say it, they both bad, but the jail food is probably a little bit better for you than McDonald's. You know what I mean? That jail food ain't much better, but see, LA County, man, if you in certain parts of LA County, you got some good action. Like if you in ODR, like if you get to be a trustee in LA County, right? You know, a lot of shit done changed since last time I was in LA County, but in the 2000s, early 2000s, if you get to be a trustee and then you get up in that ODR, or even if you in the dorm with people that work in ODR is officers' dining room. So you're preparing the food for the officers, for the sheriffs, deputies. So if you get up in ODR, or even if you in the dorm with if you get up in ODR yourself, you gonna eat good. But even if you in the dorm, like me, I never worked in ODR, but I was in the dorm with people that worked in ODR. So they used to bring food, man, bringing big roast beef, bags of roast beef, bags of chicken. Oh my, man. Bags of spaghetti. They bring a big ass. Hey man, they used to they used to have a cold twist, man, bringing the food up to the dorm, man, because you're not supposed to bring food up to the dorm. But man, hey man, we convicts, man, so we gonna figure out a way, man. That ODR, boy, whenever we got a taste of that ODR, we was on. But then too, I worked in laundry. Shout out to my brother Smooth. Smooth had pulled me into the dorm with him, and I end up working in laundry with Smooth. So where we worked at in laundry was right across from the ODR kitchen. So man, we used to eat while we was at work in laundry too, man. People from the ODR come slide us some food and shit, man. ODR was the lick. If you was able to get your hands on some ODR, man, people that been in LA County and was a trustee in the 2000s, you know what I'm talking about, man. That ODR was the shit. I don't know if they still got everything set up the same way, but man, them was the days. But enough about jail. Fuck jail. I ain't trying to talk about jail no more. But bottom line, Ice Spice ain't got no business eating no damn McDonald's by herself in Hollywood, man. If that's what she want to do, she don't need to be doing it there. Bro, I just got deja vu right now. I was. What you saying you was what? Oh, at Linwood Jail, I went to. Is for the girls at that table that was eating that good food in jail. I used to be so jealous, bro. Oh, you heard me talk about that ODR and start having flashbacks. Oh man, yeah, good old Linwood Jail. I done picked a few people up from there. For real, I love my freedom. I know that's right. I know you do. I know I love your freedom. I love your freedom just like you love your freedom, because I know I love mine. Shit. How female COs look. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, man, I'm trying to stop talking about jail, man, but you said female COs. See, in LA County, we call them deputies and jailers. They got deputies and they got jailers. So I remember one time, right, it was this one jailer. I don't want to say her name. Well, I could say her last. I think her last name was Nah, I can't even remember. I'm getting deputies mixed up. But no, it was this one jailer, man. She was fine as hell. I think she worked on the 5,000 floor. She used to be in the booth, you know what I mean? Like the jailers be in the booth. The jailers wear the dark green, at least they used to back then. But it was this one jailer, man. It was so fine. She had a body out this world. She's like had that slim thick shit going on, man. Light skin with the green eyes and the long curly light brown hair. So I used to see her in LA County all the time, man, and she was fine as hell, right? I remember when I got out of jail. Yeah, because I used to see her before I went to prison. So I catch the chain, go to prison, do my time in prison, get out, all the shit. I'm in downtown Long Beach on Pine Avenue one time. I see her fine ass. Man, I wanted to get at her so bad, but it was just too many. You know how like that's how I am, right? And this before I got in the game. But when I seen her, before I got in the game. But when it's too many dudes just in a chick's face, I'm not gonna be one of the many dudes. Even before the game, I ain't never been like that. I ain't never been like a dude that's gonna compete with a whole bunch of other dudes to get a chick's attention and all. I ain't never been that guy. But I seen her in downtown Long Beach. She had a dress on. She had her hair down, curly and shit. She was fine. She was looking good. Had a little tight little dress on and shit, showing her body, man. She was fine as hell. I was like, damn, that's back then I knew her name. I can't remember her name now, but I was like, damn, that's Wooty Whoop from LA County Jail. She was looking good as hell, but she was trying to get away from the dudes, man. It was like 5 dudes harassing her and shit all in her face. And she was just trying to get away from them. And man, I was mad that they was all in a fly. At the time I was a fly square, you know what I mean? They was in the fly square's way, you know what I mean? But yeah, she was fine as hell. Then there was this one deputy that used to work in LA County back in the early 2000s. I can't remember where she used to be at, but she looked like a tall version of Alicia Keys. She was tall, light-skinned, you know, had the dark hair. She used to wear it in a bun and shit, and thick as hell. She was like a tall, thick version of Alicia Keys. Fine as hell, man. I can't remember her name neither. Then who else? It was this one little Mexican jailer, man, that used to be in the Long Beach court tank. When we used to go to the Long Beach court tanks, man, it was a little fine Mexican chick that used to be up in there. She was fine as hell too, man. Yeah, I remember a few of them. I remember a few deputies that was fine as hell. Wayside had a few fine deputies too, man. It was this white girl. She had a big ass booty, man. Her booty was bigger than All Outdoors, man. Like it was a little white girl, man. She was short. She had blonde hair. She wore glasses, and she had an ass out this world, man. Yeah, see, when you done did time in jail, it's just like when you see fine deputies, they just stick in your mind, some of them forever, because when you've been in jail for months and years and you ain't been out in society, and you see a attractive woman every day, this is the closest you gonna get. Like, this is all you gonna see, you know what I mean? So yeah, certain ones, man, especially when you see them every day, like when they your jailer every day, when they overseeing your dorm every day and shit like that, when they walking for count and all that, man, certain ones you just gonna remember. But bro, how are inmates sneaking women into their cells, bro? Now, I never heard about any of that in LA County Jail. It probably goes on, I don't know. But LOL, Miss Marta, white girl with braces. Sound like Miss Taylor in Wayside. I don't know if I ever seen Miss Taylor. The white girl that I'm talking about, I don't know why, for some reason I want to say her name was Shafter. The name Shafter, I don't know why, but the name Shafter is just sticking out of my mind. And I think that might have been the white girl's name in Wayside. Them two, the jailer and the deputy that I'm talking about, the two red bones in LA County and Men's Central, I can't remember their names. But the white girl in Wayside, I want to say her last name was Shafter or something like that. She was short, blonde, she wore glasses, and she had the ass out this world. She had cakes like Hostess, man. Hostess with the mostest. You dig. Lojo, good looking with the $2 holla. Can you do a review on Pooh Shiesty Lawyer in the chat? I gotta check out what's going on with Pooh Shiesty's Lawyer. I don't know what's up with him, but yeah, I could check it out and then see what's going on. For sure. But good looking, as always. I can't do jail. I'm just a stay-at-home mom and a college student. I heard that. Yeah, you too fly for jail. You can't be up in there. You too pretty for jail too. You can't be up in there. Only got sentenced 180 days, then got out early because of overcrowding. Thank God I had 2 sons to get back to. Yeah, that's the one good thing about LA County. You know, it's all. I mean, it ain't a good thing that it's overcrowded, but if you get sentenced to 180 days, you only probably gonna do like like 3 weeks. Yeah, because they do like if it's still 10%, you're gonna do like 18 days, 2.5 weeks, something like that. I don't know if it's still like that, but back in the days, like when I was going through LA County, people that was only doing county time was getting 10%. So if you like I remember I seen a white boy come in there. He had got sentenced to 30 days for like driving on suspended license or something like that. It took him like a day to get processed in. He was in the dorm for a day, and then he got released like the next day after he got to the dorm. He was only in the county for like a total of 3 days off of 30 days. So, right, whatever stream you use and stay with it, don't update it. Yeah, supposedly I ain't gonna update this shit no more, man, because it's on some bullshit. Prayers for that girl in Tanzania, but that was definitely trick and gone wrong. Can't fool the game. Sharif, yeah, man, unfortunate situation for Ashley Janae. Rest in peace to her. But yeah, that situation got tricking all over it, written all over it, for sure. Yeah, it's sad. Unfortunate how that turned out, man, and I just can't imagine. You know, I don't know the girl and I don't know him, but it's just very strange that they would go to Zanzibar, which Zanzibar is like paradise. They go to Zanzibar. He proposes to her there at Zanzibar, which, you know, you would imagine is like a happy moment for her. And then out of nowhere, she goes and takes her own life. And then her family, the people that really know her, say that, you know, she would never do anything like that to herself. So, yeah, but I seen something today where they, I guess, because dude wasn't a suspect at first, but I guess they holding him now. He can't even leave the country. So, I don't know if he's a suspect now or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, you know, that's a situation where that young lady got too close for comfort. You know, a lot of chicks want that pretty woman story, you know, and you got to just let a trick be a trick. All that getting married to the trick, moving in and living with the trick and all that type of shit. No, just let the trick be a trick. Don't let the trick try to sweep you off your feet and all that type of shit, man, because, you know, you might end up with a Myron on your hands. I always make sure you get home safe. You know what I mean? You don't want to end up with no Myron on your hands, man. So this is your place, huh? That nigga Myron, boy. I spent a lot of money on you. He was trying to get in with Diamond, boy. He felt like he paid enough to you know, he damn near paying Diamond's rent. But you know, you might end up with a Myron on your hands, man. That's why you're not supposed you can't get too close for comfort. Oh man. Yeah, man, but yeah, man, may God have mercy on the soul of that young lady. And I don't know, man. The white boy probably ain't looking good for him. Yep. But yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing on up. I just wanted to get on here, chop game one time about the Ice Spice situation. Hopefully she tightens up. Hopefully her management, if they don't get fired, they tighten up. Because when you have a celebrity of that status, you got to be responsible. You can't let her be moving around LA by herself. This is gangland. It's so many things that can go wrong, so many different ways at any moment. This is gangland. Ice Spice ain't got no business moving around unprotected by herself in gangland. She has no business doing that. So hopefully she tightens up. Oh man, y'all wild. J3 again, good looking with the $2 holla. I spent a lot of money on you, Diamond. See, now y'all make me want to watch that shit, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull that shit up one time. That nigga Myron, boy. So this your place, huh? Hold on, here we go. I gotta watch this one time before we get up out of here, man. Hold on. This is why you don't get too comfortable with the tricking. And this is why you don't, you know, you gotta be paying attention when you're going home. You can't be, you gotta make sure ain't nobody following you, all that shit.
Hey, Diamond.
Myron,
So this is your apartment, huh, Diamond?
what do you want?
Can I come in?
Hell no, don't you ever come to my house again. I'm gonna call the police on you.
Why? I always make sure you get home safe.
Good God.
Please, Diamond. I need to come in, please. Just let me in. Diamond, please, just let me in. I spent a lot of money with you, and you act like I don't even exist. I need to come in, Diamond. I need to come in. Diamond, please. Let me in. Diamond, don't leave me like this.
Hey, Myron just thought he just bought his way right to the panties, man. Myron just knew. He was like, shit, I'm a loyal customer. I'm making sure she get home safe. I know she gonna let me in. And I know once she let me in, she gonna let me hit. Boy, that boy Myron, man. Bless his nerd ass heart, man. Myron just, you know, he didn't know no better. Bless his nerd ass heart, man. Myron, he went from like making sure she get home safe. He damn near was trying to take it. He damn near was trying to force his way up in there. And see, you know, she had that thumper. When she was in the club fighting old girls, she pulled the thing out then and fired one off into the roof and shit. Where was the thumper at when Myron was trying to force his way up into your spot? You know, shit. If she had that shit on her, she probably would have blew Myron's ass off. Myron was on some bullshit though. But that's what happens when you get too comfortable with the tricking. You dig? Low Joe, good looking with the $2 holla. Does Sinful have any other videos like Mercedes Moore? I'm not sure. I would have to go through the archives and look. I'm not sure. That's a good question though. You know, bro got so many videos. He probably does have, you know, other videos along those lines. I just can't think of them right now. When Diamond fired that strap, I know dude joined the church the next day. Nigel Sanford, for real. Prince William said, goddamn Myron. Eight books, good looking with the $2 holla. Trixie got the draws before Myron. Trixie, you mean damn, why I can't think of that girl name? The hell was that girl name? Damn. I'm having a straight brain freeze right now, no pun intended. Ronnie. You saying Trixie, but I think you talking about Ronnie. Nah, Ronnie got the draws. Yeah, Ronnie had got the draws. Oh, yeah, okay. The lesbian in the hot tub. Yeah, talking about Ronnie, yeah. Yeah, that was Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie got the draws because remember Ronnie was trying to get Ebony draws too, the cousin, you know what I mean? But Diamond came and put an end to that, you know what I mean? But Ronnie was a cold predator, you know what I mean? Ronnie was breaking them in, you know? Shit, Ronnie had got Diamond's draws. She was trying to get Ebony's draws. You know, she had probably got a bunch of the other chicks' draws in the club. Ronnie was a cold predator. A fine little predator too, you know what I mean? Ronnie was fine as hell too now. Shit, everybody was on Diamond, but shit, I kind of liked old Ronnie, you know? I think Ronnie, you know, she would have made a good, you know, stomp down for a pimp, man. You know, I wish they would have like put that in the script some type of way, man. You know, made Ronnie have folks, or just made all them bitches have folks, man. They should have put that. Well, not all of them, but at least a couple of the girls in the club could have had some folks. You know what I mean? And if Ronnie had some folks, that would have been real cool, man. If they who could have played Ronnie's folks? Who would have been somebody cool as Ronnie's folks? I'm trying to think out of everybody in American Pimp, man. Who would have been cool as Ronnie's folks? You know, Kenny Red. Kenny Red would have been cool for Ronnie. You know what I mean? If they would have put him in the movie, man, made Kenny Red Ronnie's folks, yeah, I think that would have been cool, man. That would have been cool, man. If they had Kenny Red as her folks in the movie, that would have been cool. You know, let her get out of line, you know, slap her a time or two, you know what I mean, straighten her out, you know what I mean, come to the club, pull her to the parking lot, let her drop it off in the window and shit like that. Pimp keep pushing. You know what I mean? He ain't got to be all throughout the movie. Just come through, break on her a few times, check her a few times, and then, you know, shit. Just let a pimp get a cameo or two, you know, a real life pimp, you know what I mean? Not no actor pimp. Kenny Red would have been cool, you know what I mean? Kenny Red would have made cool folks for Ronnie. See, it make me want to go back and remake the movie, man, and just like put, you know, like make like a prequel. You know how they got Power, and then after Power they come with Raising Kanan, like the before part. You know, make me want to do like a before part of the Players Club, like how Ronnie got turned out when Ronnie first came into the game, you know what I mean? And have somebody, you know, I don't know who I would pick to have like that characters as, you know, her folks in the movie, you know, but find like a real live active pimp, you know what I mean? Or it ain't got to be even active no more, just a real pimp, you know, and make that her folks in the movie. And have it like go back in the days, like back in time to when she was younger and she first came into the game, first started dancing, you know what I mean? First start, you know, dabbling in the game, and she was fucking with a pimp. You know, that would have been cool. Yeah. E-books, good looking with the $2 holler. Nah, Kenny too smooth. Payroll. Nah, see, payroll. I thought about payroll too, but then I thought about Kenny Red. I was like, nah, Kenny Red would be better for. See, payroll was smooth too. You know, all of them was had. Well, I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot. I'll say the majority of the guys in American Pimp was smooth, but at the same time, they all had a side to them. That when a checking is necessary, they're gonna do some checking. So, yeah, Kenny Red was smooth indeed, but Kenny Red also checked some shit when it was necessary. So yeah, Kenny Red would have been cool. He got game, he's smooth, personality, and then Kenny Red I think Kenny Red would have been a better actor. Like if Kenny Red would have ever gotten to the acting, he had, a lot of personality for that type of shit. Payroll had personality too. Damn, it's crazy. Both of them gone, man. Rest in peace to both of them guys. But I think Kenny Red would have been better for a movie. Like for a role like that in Players Club. Sharif, you stupid. He said RP. RP would have been beating her up throughout the whole movie, man. He would have went off script and started checking the bitch. RP would have started having flashbacks about real situations in the game. He'd have been going off on the bitch, you know what I mean? Yeah, RP, he would have been too much, man. RP would have been too much for the bitch, man. Rest in peace to RP. He gone too now, man. Damn. Rest in peace to RP. Rest in peace to Kenny Red. Rest in peace to Payroll, man. Man, but yeah, RP would have been too much though, man. he would have been entertaining though. You know what I mean? RP would have been entertaining, but he'd have been too much though. Eat books, good looking again with the $2 holler. Big Lex from HBO buying cookie shops. Hell no. Hell no. Ain't no Big Lex. Like, we ain't acknowledging that, man. Big Lex wouldn't have been nowhere in the script, man. We ain't, no, hell no. You know what I mean? Or Big Lex, if she was in the movie, she would have been messing with one of them other girls, and then Kenny Red would have came and knocked her off for all the bras that she had. If she had 2 bras, she get 3 bras, whatever. Kenny Red, that's gonna be in the script. Kenny Red gonna come knock the bitch for all the bitches, and then he gonna turn her out. She gonna start dancing, and he gonna have her hoeing too. That's how a pimp would have wrote the script. You know what I mean? See, they can't let me write the script, man, because I'm gonna make it too realistic, man. The way it's supposed to go, man. I'm gonna make it ideal for the game, the way it's supposed to go. If Big Lex is in the movie, it's gonna start out where, she got her little girlfriend, and her girlfriend is dancing in the club. Then her girlfriend bring another girl. Now Big Lex is too deep. And then here come Kenny Red, and Kenny Red, it's going to start off where Kenny Red, he just running to Big Lex every like he might run into her at the mall. He bumping to her in the parking lot at the club. But whenever he bumping to her, he pimping at her. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Lex? How you doing? Looking good, girl. Wooty wooty woo. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, Kenny Red giving her the phone call. Like, yeah, this ain't no serving, man, because pimps only serve pimps, bitch. But check this out, though, bitch. I just want to let you know, man, so you don't worry your little head gray and everything like that. Hey, them 2 that you had over there, you know what I mean? You ain't got to wait up for them. They not at the morgue. You ain't got to check the morgue. You ain't got to check the jail. You ain't got to check the hospital. They over here with a pimp. You know what I mean? And if you want action, you know what I mean? You could come over here with a pimp too, Big Lex. You know what I mean? Yeah. You could be next, Big Lex, around here. You know what I mean? You could be next, Big Lex, getting paid for some sex around here, though, for a pimp, though. You dig? Click, hung up. You know what I mean? Then Big Lex over there worried. She ain't got no more income now because, Kenny Red, pimping to knocked her off for all the bitches. You know what I mean? Now she over there holeless and doleless. She like wearing her head. You know what I mean? Like, damn. You know what I mean? Then, Big Lex, she might end up she might end up somewhere and the dude offer her some money. You know what I mean, for a sexual favor and shit like that. Then a light bulb go off in her head like, damn, you know what? I need to start dancing too. then, you know what I mean, she go audition for the club, she get hired, then Kenny Red come knock her too. You know what I mean? That's how Pimp would have wrote the script, man. Hey, that shit would have been as good and as classic as a movie as Players Club is. It would have been 10 times better if I would have been around in that era. You know, I was a teenager when that shit came out, man, so I was too young. But if I'd have been like grown at that time and wrote that script, classic. Super classic, man. I would have put Kenny Red up in there. Now that you mentioned it, I would have put Big Lex up in there. She would have got knocked and turned out, though. She for sure get knocked and turned out, man, for sure. I don't know how to pronounce your new name. I know you done changed your name a few times recently. But Nasira Luwera. Good looking with the $2 holla. Yeah, I would have made the script just like that, man. Yeah, in the end, Big Lex would have been, you know, spreading them legs. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sexy Slim Goddess. I'm gonna just keep calling you that. You know what I mean? For sure. But yeah, man. Remake the RP scene with Big Lex and Ronnie in the bed slapping their legs. Like your best partner. For real. That's funny as hell. Laugh out loud. Yes, that works. Yes, Freeze, that works too, for sure. Freeze, are you doing something for Sinful's birthday? Yeah, I'm still thinking about how I'm going to do things, but yeah, for sure. For sure. You already know. Big Lex was big for the pole. She had to lose weight though. For sure. Hey, you know, Pimpin' would have worked it out. You know what I mean? Pimp drink Hennessy, so a lesbian got a drink too. Hey man, these some cold ass ideas we coming up with, man. Shit, motherfucker might really have to put this shit into action, man. For real. Yeah, man. Shit, you already got me over here thinking, for real. If you could change scripts to make movies better, which ones would you pick? That's a good ass question. Let me think real quick. What movie would I change the script to if I think I could make it better? Willie Dynamite for sure. I don't like the way Willie Dynamite ended, man. And Willie Dynamite, that's my movie, man, because it was so realistic, man. Like, see, a lot of people like the Mac better. The Mac is more popular, but the Mac is a classic too. I don't know. I really like Willie Dynamite, but I didn't like the way Willie Dynamite ended though. I did not like the ending, man. And I would have changed the ending to Willie Dynamite. I would have Pimpin' always knocking shit, man. Like, okay, how he fell off, you know, he lost all his hoes, he lost his money, lost his car got messed up, everything, all of that, right? The chick in the end, the social worker chick that used to be a 304 back in the day, even though she caused a whole bunch of damage in Willie's life, she could have made it right too, because she was digging on Willie. That's really why she did all that shit, because she was digging Willie on some square shit. You know what I mean? She really wanted to be Willie's girlfriend, if you really pay attention to the movie, right? But at the end, when she came over to Willie's place and she like helped him, cleaned him up and shit like that, and then they just parted ways, like, nah, it would have been like a part 2. Like that, okay, the movie ended, okay. It ended the way it ended, but it would have been a part 2. And in part 2, Willie would have bounced back with her. But nah, it couldn't have been a part 2, because she ended, in real life, she ended up dying I think that lady that played that role, the social worker, I think her name is Diana Sands or something like that. But she ended up dying in real life either right before the movie came out or around the time the movie came out. Like that same year, she ended up passing away. She had some type of illness, or something, but she passed away. So it couldn't have been like a part 2 with her. But in an ideal world, let's say I could keep her alive. That's what I would have did. I would have made a Willie Dynamite part 2, and I would have had her be, Willie would have came back with her. Like he would have had her, and then he would have went and knocked all his bitches back from Bear, because Bear ended up knocking him for some hoes. Willie would have came back with the social worker chick. He would have had her stomping back down, and with the help of her, because that was one thing about her. She could talk, you know what I mean? She had a little mouthpiece with her. Yeah, I would have knocked Bear after I bounced back with her. I would have went back and knocked Bear for all them bitches, plus the bitches that Bear already had. So I would have been like, because Bear was kind of deep too, you know what I mean? Willie was deep already. Willie was like 7 deep, and then Bear was already probably like 5, 6, 7 deep itself. So shit, I would have made Willie would have been like 15 deep. You know what I mean? In part 2, yeah, I would have did that for sure. Damn. Okay. Ebooks, good looking with the $5 holla. Willie Dynamite went from counting traps to counting numbers with Elmo. He was never no pimp. He wanted to be a star. Well, we know he wasn't no pimp in real life, but he played a good pimp. Roscoe Orman is his real name. But yeah, Roscoe, man, he's a good actor. He did a hell of a job playing Willie Dynamite to me. For sure. Even better have Willie D recruit the social worker's daughter and have him teach the game to Kermit the Frog. Hell no, stupid as hell. Ebook's crazy as hell. The back end is sad too. Goldie should have took that Greyhound to Vegas at the end. Yeah, that's real. But the Max ending wasn't as sad as Willie Dynamite. Freeze, you ever seen that movie Ugly Money with Andre Nickatina? Yeah, I know about that movie. Sharif stupid. You won't notice, bitch. Man, I liked Willie Dynamite, man. I just didn't like the way it ended, man. I liked it. I liked that character that he had, man. Like Willie was fly. He had charisma. He had shit going on. He was good with the people at the bank. He was good with the people where he stayed. He had investments. Like Willie really had it going on, man. He just had people hating on him. Social worker was hating on him. Bear was hating on him. Or Bell. I'm saying Bear. Bell was his name. Yeah, he would have knocked Bell off though. Bossing Up got to be rewritten all the way around. It's just it's too much incorrect shit in Bossing Up. Bossing Up had to be. We just had to rewrite that whole script. We had to scrap that. For real. This is Lamb. Lamb. I forget what he said. I think he said, I paid $2,000, $3,000, however much he said he paid for it. I think he said he paid $3,000. Paid $3,000 for this. This is Lamb. Did anyone see Candy Tangerine Man? A lesser known pimp movies. Hey, I haven't seen that, but I'm trying to think. Did that movie also have a different name? Because you know some movies was like that back in the days. Some movies had like 2 different names. It'll be the same movie, but it'll have 2 different names. But no, I haven't seen that one. That coat I rocked today at the Players Ball, laugh out loud. Hey, for real, that shit. And see, that was one thing too. Like, of course, Goldie was fly too, but hey, Willie Dynamite was fly. His car was fly. His style of dress was fly. Willie was super duper fly. He was flyer than Superfly. Like, he was flyer than Priest. You know what I mean? Willie Dynamite was fly as hell. You know, like of course, Goldie and Priest from Superfly. You know, they had the hair, they was light skinned, all that type of shit. But far as just style, man, Willie Dynamite was the flyest out of all of them. You know what I mean? He had the, Priest's car and Goldie's car, they cars was fly too. Willie Dynamite and Priest, they car was almost the same, but Willie Dynamite's car was a little bit flyer than Priest's car. But they almost had the same Cadillac. But yeah, Willie Dynamite, he was just fly, man. He was fly as hell. Truck Turner had a lot of the game in it. Yeah, Truck Turner was a good movie too. Oh, Isaac Hayes. Hell yeah. Lojo, you damn right. Who thought it was a good idea to give Keke Palmer the title of a pimp? That was, man, out of all the movies that's supposed to be about the game, that one right there was by far the most trash ass movie that I've ever seen supposed to be about the game. Not just because you got a woman that's supposed to be a pimp. That's already a terrible idea to begin with. But on top of that, it was just so much. Then the dude that was a man that's supposed to be a pimp, he was such a goofball. Like, he's shooting holes in the head. It was, yeah, man, that movie right there was terrible. That shit was terrible. But if I ain't mistaken, I'm trying to remember, did Lee Daniels make that movie? Let me see. He probably did with his old sucker ass. Let me see who made that movie. Who made that stupid ass movie? Come on. Yep, Lee Daniels did direct, or Lee Daniels was the executive producer. I knew he had something to do with that. Because Lee Daniels always doing some lame ass shit, man. Like, he always doing some lame. I knew his lame ass had something to do with that lame ass movie. I knew I wasn't tripping. Yeah, Lee Daniels. Dude lame as hell. And I ain't saying that just because he's, you know, a LGBTQ man. But nah, he just a lame ass dude. And he need to give Dame Dash his money back. For real. Dame did you a solid, man. Give him his money back. But yeah, man, I said I was going to wrap it up probably 30 minutes ago, man. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing on up. Put some love in my body on the way out. Hey, listen, man, if you have not wiped your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain, please do so on your way out of a pimp's domain before we go. Right, like ebooks say, if it got Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry, expect a lot of G Esne is why coding and pandering to lonely aunties. Ebooks, you ain't never lied, man. That's some real shit. But we gonna go ahead and get on up out of here, man. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with a pimp. I appreciate you for sharing this video. I appreciate you for all the comments, questions, input, jokes, feedback, all that good stuff. I appreciate you for subscribing. I appreciate you for hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate all the super chats, the cash apps, the PayPals. I appreciate your support in every which way that you comes with it, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is. Freeze is it. If you out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion. And of course, as always, long live the incomparable Sinful to P. We out.